Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you guys for having me here. I'm Dinda Rizky Anissa and I'm a mass communication student from Binusian University. It's been an honor to be with you today. First of all, let us praise and gratitude for the presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, which still gives us health and safety so that we can gather in this room. Also, let us say our blessings and greetings to our great Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who guided us from the dark path into bright path. In this occasion, I would like to tell you my speech about humanity, which is about the humanity issue. God made human as a social creature, which means that humans can live alone. Human is a God creature that given a lot of things more than animals. We are given by God a brain to think, feelings, even something called humanity to make a better life for us. But what's humanity? In my notion, humanity is the value that lives around us, such as tolerance, love, compassion, and helping each other, prioritizing the common good, and etc. All these values are between humans and human. Humanity makes our life become precious and better. Humanity makes us understand that we, as a human, we have to live together and make a great place to live and make a good team, because we need each other. We survive this life together. Just like I said before, we are social creature and we can't live alone. With our ability, sometimes human can take other people's humanity from them, or other people's human rights. Human cannot control themselves sometimes. Talking about humanity is also talking about human rights. As you know, that we live in a modern era, in technology era, and we can access a lot of information, and we can see the news on the internet. And unfortunately, sometimes most of the news on the internet are about violation of humanity. For example, bullying, murder, rape, slavery are violation of humanity. And there are humanity issues that I want to tell and discuss with you today. Or do you know what humanity issue that recently happened? Or do you guys still remember about the case of Angeline? No? Okay. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit story about Angeline. 10 years ago, a little girl was born from the love of husband and wife from Banyuwangi, East Java, Rosidi and Hamida. They were really happy when welcoming this little baby girl. Finally, she able to see the world. However, they were also sad because they did not have money to finance this little baby girl needs. Then, a relative introduced Rosidi and Hamida with a married couple from Bali. For this relative, they want to raise the baby of Hamida and Rosidi. For the sake of the baby life, Rosidi and Hamida give their little baby to this married couple. And this married couple are Margaret and her husband, who are foreign citizen named Douglas. It was hard for Hamida and Rosidi to give this little baby girl, especially this little baby girl was only 3 years old, and they just born. She was just born, and they have to separate with their baby. Margaret and her husband raised Angeline with their two biological children, Christina and Yvonne. Angeline grew up become a beautiful little girl with long hair. But it does not mean that Angeline was happy. Margaret, Angeline's stepmom, often tortured Angeline, and sometimes that she was being too mean with Angeline. Every morning, before she off to school, Margaret even gave Angeline an order to feed the 15 chickens of Marguerite, which is not common for a little girl, to give 15 chickens every morning. Moreover, after Margaret's husband died, the situation became worse. Now, everybody knows her name. Everybody knows her story, that the Angeline, the little girl from Bali, who was murdered by her own stepmom. Before she was murdered, she was also tortured again by her mom, by her own stepmom. Then, she was gone for a few weeks, and finally the cops found her body buried in a hen coop. Most of us won't believe this news, and we can't even bear to hear this news. How could a mom do that to her kid? Even if she was not her biological children, she shouldn't have to do that to Angeline. And a kid should never ever get any violence. They should to be loved. A kid should never treat her like that. Angeline never has a chance to enjoy her childhood time. She did not have a normal childhood just like the other kid. And we should be grateful because we have family, friends, brother or sisters who love us, supporting us, and caring to us. We can see from the Angeline case that sometimes people lost their humanity. Sometimes people forgot that other people are human too, just like him or her. And sometimes they are being vigilant. To sum up, the role of humanity is to control people or human life. Humanity makes us understand and realize that our life is important. We only live once. So, that's why we have to make this world a great place to live. It is every human dream to live in peace, to live in peace, in the world peace, right? With love and no hate. As a silent creature, we can't live alone. We need each other. We create peaceful society for our better future. So, I want to persuade you guys, let's live with love, respect each other, tolerate each other, and live like a human and be a human. And I think that's all from me. Thank you for all of your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.